Hello viewers, today's video will be about Cedar Marty Krofft getting their Walk of Fame star on Hollywood Boulevard in front of Funko Store. This video will be presented to you by George Pinacchio. Big shout to George Pinacchio for welcoming my viewers. Thank you to George and more power. Thank you.
Welcome to Joe Banky's channel on YouTube.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Oh my God. Everything's been said about us. And you know, I've been spending the last couple of months really thinking about my speech because I wanted it to come from my heart and I didn't want to even have a piece of paper. And then I arrive here and the first thing that I'm told is make your speech really short. And not only that, everything that I wanted to say has already been said. But I'm going to repeat some of the things. You know, we are so lucky and we're so grateful for all of these incredible years that all of you gave us. Because without the crews, the actors, the fans, we wouldn't be standing here today. And you know, I didn't ask Marty this, but I am right now. I want to share our huge star with those, it's thousands of people because we did 26 series and 22 specials. We've been around a long time since I think Lincoln was the president. You know? And so what I want to do is ask Marty if we can just share our star with those, it's millions of people all over the world that got us to stand here today and accept this incredible honor. And thank you so much. Okay, in my speech, I was going to talk about Puffin Stuff. HR Puffin Stuff is my, out of all the shows that we did, it's my favorite show. And I got to tell you something. As you know, that show is celebrating its 50th year, and it's in damn good company because when it aired, just right around that time, the Apollo moon landing happened. Woodstock happened around that time. Comic-Con is 50 years old. We go there every single year to do our panels, and we've done 50 of them. What the hell did we talk about? You know, in the last one I did say, and some people brought it up today, and thank you so much for all your kind words. We weren't on drugs, but I got to tell you something. If 3 presidents said they did not inhale, I did. Is that clear? It's legal now. And I'm still here. Thank you. Okay. And you know who else is celebrating a 50th year? J-Lo. Yeah. And she's looking great. And yeah, we're still here. I'm so grateful to wake up every day, you know. Hey, also, I wanted to say that the first time I came to Hollywood by myself as a performer was in 1945. And I came with the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, and they set up in this huge lot, which is where the Grove is right now. And I don't know if you know this, but the Big Top held 15,000 people. It was big as the Staples Center. And we traveled with 1,800 artists, performers, and 50 elephants, 150 horses. It was huge, but I never performed in the Big Top. I was billed as the world's youngest puppeteer, and I was in the Freak Show. I completed the season. I got to tell you something. The circus was very, very dark for me. I was just a teenager, and not only that, it was pretty scary. And but I got through it because I was making $50 a week and supporting my family, and so I had to complete the season. But then I spent some time to elevate my act and make sure that my act got even better. And I landed a Broadway show which ran for a year, and I did my act on ice skates. So talk about freaky, that was pretty freaky. And then in 1957, I got the gold ring because I was offered one of the greatest jobs on the planet. There was a huge, huge star that was going to do a national tour, and they chose me to be the opening act. It was Judy Garland. And we played here at the Greek Theater for an entire week, because an artist usually one night, some 2 nights, and of course she sold out. And then after that, we hit a real big high. And you heard it earlier, we met for the first time Walt Disney. And Walt Disney said to Marty and myself, "Can I give you boys some advice?" We weren't boys then, but we looked greater. And we both looked at each other and said, "Yeah." He said, "Always put your name above everything that you create, because someday it's going to be worth something." So Walt, I hope you're looking down right now. Look what's going on here. We're getting a star on the Walk of Fame. And you know, our mom and dad, I know they're with him looking down, because mom, I know, is saying, "Yeah, those are my boys." And dad is still apologizing to me, because when I was 10 years old, he said to me, I saw an ad in the first Superman comic book for a marionette which was $3.95. And I went to my dad and I said, "Can I get that?" And he said, $3.95 is going to feed your family for weeks. And do you know you're a boy and you want a doll? And hey, Dad, you know what? I hope you're keeping track, because I'm the big 9-0 right now. And you better sit down, Marty. I'm not through. Yeah. One more minute. Okay. This has been going on for 62 years, you know, and I'm sorry that I tortured you for the last 62 years, and if I live 3 more years, that's going to be 65. And let me ask you something. Will I be eligible for another round of Social Security? Because that would be cool. And, you know, when I was in vaudeville, if you were on too long, the stage manager, or if you sucked, the stage manager had this big hook, and he would just hook you off the stage. Marty, get the hook. Get the hook. Hey, Thank you so much for this. It's been incredible, and I thank Funko. Can you imagine what they've done? They've created the most incredible toys, or what are they called? They're called what? Bobbleheads. No, they're pops. That's the word I was searching for. And thank you for treating our characters with all that respect. I really appreciate it. And thank everybody for coming. And I'm sorry, I know the police want to clear up the space so the cars can go through. But I got a ticket a couple of weeks ago, and I paid it, so we're cool. Hey, thank you so much.
Okay, I've got good news for you. I'm going to do 50 years in 2 minutes. Sid is great. He always is good. And Sid, you were great. Sid started it all. Can you hear me? It's not okay. So I want to thank Rana and Anna from the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce that made this happen. Rana is great. She's our MC. Now, Sid's favorite show is Puff and Stuff. Mine is the Brady Bunch. Maureen, Susan, and where is Chris Knight? Chris Knight. They're great people. We did a good run on the variety show, and we did have a great time at the Hollywood Bowl. And early in Puff and Stuff's career, we did 15,000 people that night. But they never had us back. So, let's see. Oh, definitely I want to thank Beverly D'Angelo. Is that better? David Arquette, who was great. He's our pal. And of course, Greg Garcia, who's created some great shows. And he's got a lot of talent. And I've been begging him to work with us for a long time. I think I finally got him. So anyway, let's hear it they came, they showed up. It's great. Now, of course, Sid told you everything, and then the presenters, you told us everything. You've upstaged it, but I'm going to repeat some of the stuff. So, we did have thousands of people that were creative, that were involved in our shows. I think, who knows, could be 700,000 creative people. So I want you to know this star, they have a piece of this star because that's why I'm repeating it. But I'm not going to repeat everything you said. We're going to lose everybody. But Sid, you did great. So now, you know, we started as puppeteers, and they're still in our lives big time. The puppeteers, without them, we wouldn't be here today. Okay? Now, it started with a guy by the name of Van Snowden, who was unbelievable, and Drew Massey, and you know, Jim Henson and the Muppets, they have a lot of puppeteers. Well, we exchange them all the time. We use their puppets, you know, their people, and we use theirs. And we have a guy that is very creative, Scott Johnson, who builds everything. And we have a surprise for you. Let's see what else. Now, I'm going to make it short. The most important thing that I created are sitting in the audience. My 3 daughters, Deanna, Christina, and Kendra. And let me tell you, Deanna's been with me since she's 16. She worked her way up to a great producer and the COO, and she's my boss. Okay? Christina is a great actress and a writer, And Kendra became a makeup artist, and she is terrific. In fact, today she was here. She was here doing makeup that she never did before. Now, that's my generation of my daughters. I now have grandchildren, and they're all here. You know, Taylor, Carson, who's up in Salt Lake, and the baseball player, Griffin. Now, Taylor, now don't tell anybody this. I have a great grandson who's about 4. Maddox is sitting in the front row. He doesn't know why he's here. And of course, Christina has 2 kids. One of them's here, Drake, my favorite guy, and so are my other kids. So I have a great family, and that's what I created. So now, let's see what else we got. See, I don't even have another page. So now, let me see. I'm going to leave you with something, because really Sid told you a lot. You know, it's a full encyclopedia. Fortunately, he didn't tell it. But let me tell you the most important thing to me. For those of you standing here that didn't like some of our shows, keep your big mouths shut. And now we have a surprise for the 50th year. 2 of our greatest stars that made us happen.
Hey everybody, hi.
No, it is.
Hey.
It's Puffin
How's
Stuff.
everybody doing?
Get go.
And Witchy Poo.
Oh boy, here
We
she
got
is.
Witchy Poo.
Okay,
And
I'm
Puffin
just gonna
Stuff.
work my way up here.
We're
There we
ending
go.
with that.
Oh,
Let's
oh.
sing Happy Birthday. It's his birthday, Puffin Stuff.
What?
We end with that. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Birthday, dear Puffin Stuff.
Stuff. Oh, that's a big mouthful.
Birthday to you. All right.
Oh, thank you everybody.
Happy birthday, friend.
Well,
and
that's
so, boy, our creators like to talk.
What? Well, now, I don't know if that's sincere from you, Witchy Poo, or not. I can't tell, because we've been fighting for so many years.
Oh, well, there's nothing like a good fight and not a good makeup. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Congratulations, you 2.
Now this is live
thank you.
television. We had no rehearsal, but they are great. Let's hear it for Wishy Poo and Puffin
Oh,
Stuff.
so good. Thank you. We're just putting our differences aside for right now. But we'll get back to fighting and carousing later, just like you and Sid.
So Rana, thanks Rana again. And Anna, what's next? What are we doing? Hey, Rana, come on up.
All right. Hey, oops, sorry.
So his assistant taking pictures from the crowd and asking him to sign. So again,
How many games do you have? So you came out here today not just to this.
George Papadopoulos from Channel 7. Yes, ABC 7.
Nickel, finesse.